シリコンバレーの連続起業家に聞くっていうシリーズの4回目、これが最後になります。今我々グローバルハンズオン VC の、ファウンディングパートナーとしてファウンダー&マネージングパートナーとして今ジョインしてくれてます。でそこでそもそもなんでやってくれてんのみたいな、そんなところも、今日は聞いてみたいと思います。Okay, Shri. So I believe you have, I heard you have lots of offer from your friends entrepreneurs or ex-investors or some other VC to like help the company as a CEO or to become even a partner in a VC fund. But you and me agreed to to found this global hands-on VC. What drive you?
Yeah, Ken, it's a good question, right? So as we were talking about the entrepreneurship and startups thing, when you're starting a company, you're looking at, in my books, you're looking for 5 things. Is the market opportunity right? Is it large and opportunity exists? Can you introduce product or differentiated competitive product? You can have unfair advantage in the marketplace. The third element, can you attract or build a strong team that would help you execute on that vision? And then the fourth element is the investor themselves. Can you attract investors who believe in your vision and potential outcome they can get out of that? And lastly, you have to execute. Those are the 5 elements I look for any startup I do or any startup I invest in as well. So from that perspective, the GHOVC is a natural fit of the theory that we apply. I'm looking at a global scene. The countries like US, China, India, Israel, or in many individual countries in Europe, they have a massive ecosystem already, and they've been able to produce successful companies over time. Not that Japan hasn't produced companies. It's an opportunity for them. They should be outsized the returns that they should be getting versus what they're getting in other countries. The reality is Japan has a tremendous opportunity. They have a talent pool. They have 4th largest STEM engineering pool here. They're 3rd largest GDP in the world. They control more than 30+% market share of major industries around the world, which are going through some changes and transformation. So there lies a tremendous opportunity for startups to play and win in the market. And for investor, we truly believe that we're coming in at the right time for Japanese ecosystem. From a venture investing point of view, the returns haven't been stellar and hasn't been able to attract competitive global investment to Japan like other countries have. I think it's going to be changing. Japanese companies will succeed, startup. If somebody has to guide them that they have a much bigger opportunity on a global scale than just a domestic market. So yes, we'll succeed domestically in the startup world. But we can succeed even more immensely if we go global or both. Doesn't mean that you have to go global, but we're hoping that the opportunity is much larger than the domestic market so they can grow. So I think similar to what I was fortunate enough to do that in India in 2005, I invested in a fund called Erasmic, which was early, and that time nobody wanted to invest in India. And the rest is history because they recently did Excel 7th fund for India and massively successful.
So your fund has become Axel.
Yeah, the original fund that I invested, I didn't go into the fund, but I invested in them first money in, and that fund has become Excel India, and they've successfully raised 7 funds subsequently. Because the market opportunity was existing when nobody believes. So startup is all about looking at the opportunity that nobody believes in and going against the trend, sort of thing. So I believe that GHOVC is the right time with the right team and the right market opportunity that we think will overall be better returns than other markets in the future.
But you've seen several Japanese startups so far, and how do you think? You don't have to name it because there's a lot of non-confidential issue, but you've seen a lot of many companies in Japan.
Yeah, so I think the younger generation entrepreneurs, they also have a big vision, just like American entrepreneurs. They want to change the world. They feel they can build unicorn. They have no doubt in their mind they can build unicorn. So that's a good thing. You want that in that thing. And if you look at the teams at least companies, a few companies that we have looked at recently, the team consists of not just Japanese. They have a global team that's being formed. Right? So that is also an ingredient that helps Silicon Valley because it wasn't just the Californians that were building companies. They were coming from all over the world, building companies. And I think younger Japanese companies now, the startups at least, they have the same ingredients. The strong founders, core competence in technology. They build a global team, and many of them speak fluent English. So certainly it's helpful for me, but I think it helps them to go global. And they have ambition to be not just a small company or successful on a local marketplaces. So I think that itself has been very encouraging. What they want some help on saying, okay, this is how far I got. What am I missing? So that's where our experience on a global basis with Ellen, myself, you, and we can help them guide what the upside is, what the downside risk are, and how do we manage the downside risk together.
Great. これ今すごいなんか勇気づけられる、コメントがたくさんあったと思ってます。彼にとっていわゆるこう本当に新しく会社をシリコンバレーと起こすように、日本で VC をやるっていうのはまたこれマーケットの中ですごいチャンスにあって、で、特にですね今の日本の状況っていうのが、それこそ、セコイアとかああいった VC がどんどん大きくなる一番最初の、ところ、つまり、どんどんマーケットが大きくなって新しいスタートアップが生まれていってだんだんお金がついていくアーリーデイズでここにチャンスがある。今始めることってすごい大事だと思うんですよね。で実際に彼2005年ぐらいに、いわゆるこうインドの VC に、の最初の投資家になったと。でそれがですねどんどん成長して今アクセルインディアとして、7号目のファンドを、やってるらしいんですけども、それが本当に大成功しているということでやっぱりアーリームーバーになるっていうことは、連続起業家、起業家と、のマインドと全く同じで、そこに、チャンスがあるんなら、そこで、チャレンジをするということ、これがまず、大きな学びだったと思います。あと、日本の、スタートアップですね。特にですね最近もう本当に若い、起業家で、本当にこうどんどん大きなビジネスをやろうと。でさらにですねチームも、どんどんグローバルになっている。で英語も全く問題ないっていう人本当増えています。なので、今がチャンス、我々として、そこに対して、ハンズオンサポートをして、その、日本の起業家を、どんどんグローバル化を、サポートしていくというのは我々にとってもチャンスですし日本のベンチャーエコシステムにとっても、大きなチャンスの時期が、来ていると思います。ということでですね、これから、皆さん起業される方、また、起業して、さらに海外進出を、志向される方、どんどんですね我々に連絡をいただいて、我々のハンズオンサポート、というのを得ながら、一緒になって、ユニコーンに、なっていきたいと思っています。ご連絡お待ちしております。ありがとうございました。